everyone all right? But Malak is even more deadly than we thought.
Pisses me off. You haven't been taking us seriously all this time, have you?
Oh, I showed Beauty's blade a little of what I'm capable of. Just not you.
Your strength is within my predicted parameters, including those orbital drones.
As if that doll wasn't bad enough. Now we've got those bomb artifacts to deal with too.
The Garden's overseers are capable of even more than we feared it would seem.
If only I could make better use of Theo and Zeros' potential.
You're just so much fun to play with. I don't think I can resist the urge anymore. I know they've got the boss curious. Surely there's no harm in slicing them open while he's not looking.
I am not your boss and will not speak for him. Do as you please. The flames of the Kruga have only just begun to... What?
Decoding process complete. Executing emergence program.
Where am I? I see. So it was a success.
That sounds like...
Well, would you look at that? It worked! So how does it feel, Professor? What's it like living in the digital world?
It is even more comfortable than I had imagined. I'm frankly surprised by how comfortable it is, but I suppose it also makes complete logical sense. This is how it feels to be liberated of burdens and distractions. I can think more clearly than ever. The final stage of my work will be a breeze like this. Your expectations will be met.
Oh, that's my big professor. You will be handsomely rewarded for your work.
A recording? No, wait.
You are correct, young lady. This is no mere recording. I am the genuine David Callahan, Professor of Engineering Science at the Basel Institute of Science, and a researcher whose name will go down in history.
How the hell is this even possible?
We saw your body in the swamp!
No way. Don't tell me.
His knowledge, personality, and memories have all been converted into an AI. Most likely through the power of the Genesis. Also that he could surpass the limitations of the human mind and become a singularity.
Professor Callahan, how could...
Well, you're even more perceptive than I expected. What a vexatious little maid you are.
Must you be like this every time, Melchior? Our work here is done. We have no reason to stay any longer.
Fine. I suppose you're right. We'll see you later, Professor.
Very good, then. I will be waiting for you.
Warning! Explosives detected!
That little bastard.
The Aurora! Zeros! Use your stun mode to stop...
No you don't!
No!
Ketra! You can't!
Get back here!
I won't let it happen. I won't let anyone damage the place she holds so dear.
Damn it!
There it is! I thought something was off about you, but I never figured it ran that deep. I wonder if this is what came out of analyzing that other emperor and the rest of those types.
I will need to revise my expectations of Marduk's capabilities.
And speak of the devil, I suppose it's time we made our exit then,
As someone connected to another being not of flesh, you have my respect. Till we meet again.
No way.
Reset!
This is all my fault.
You gonna be okay?
Yes. I think so.
I apologize for our sudden arrival during the frenzied events of yesterday. To start this off, I am General Manager of Marduk Total Security Company, Gilliam Thorndyke. This is our Chief of Security, Qasim Al-Fayed.
A pleasure to meet you all.
I was not expecting you to travel all the way to Basel, but it is an honor to meet you all the same. I've heard many a rumor about how shrewd a manager you are, Mr. Thorndyke. Together with your Chief of Security's combat exploits.
You make me blush, Your Highness.
I am humbled by your words.
I arrived in my home country a few days ago, so I'm afraid I'm not up to date on all the latest developments. But am I to understand that Marduk will be responsible for securing the city of Basel for the remainder of the day?
That is correct. Off the record, a presidential executive order was issued yesterday to that effect. A CID Special Ops unit will be arriving in the city this evening. Marduk's task will be to secure key facilities in Basel until they are ready.
We've also brought one of the Ix-Alba series of airships that we're currently testing on behalf of the Republican Army. Said airship will allow us to ensure the integrity of the Orbital network. Our goals on this particular occasion, rest assured that much like your country, we have no intention of getting too deeply involved in Basel's affairs.
There is some merit to that argument, but it also leaves out a number of key facts. You are to see that shareholders' Mira is used to generate a profit, and yet you covered up a huge potential problem for over a month. We confirmed last night that it wasn't just Almada's money being used for ill. Elsheim's investments were also misappropriated. And if these are the result of you turning a blind eye to Professor Callahan's behavior all this time...
You keep your mouth shut! Just who do you think you are? I don't care if you are Student Council President at Aramis! This is none of your...
I am here as a special advisor for Liberals ZCF. I also serve as a negotiator representing the Epstein Foundation. In other words, I'm here to speak up against anything that threatens their interests, which this has.
When will you grow a The danger here isn't over. Anyone can see that. And you still intend to do nothing after what happened to Callahan? Professor Hamilton left you in charge of Vern.
In any event, we now have half a day before the cogs start turning again. Even if we do nothing, the Calvardian government will see to it that matters are resolved. But knowing how egregiously my country's funds have been misused, I refuse to stand by and do nothing. So, Arkwright Solutions. Might I enlist your services for the remainder of the day? Of course, you can approach the task in whatever way best suits you, just as you did in Tharbad and have done many times before. My only true wish is that you put a stop to all modest plans before they can bear fruit. Does this sound doable?
We'll be well compensated for this, I trust?
Qasim...
It's been some time, Farida. I hear you've been taking good care of my sister, Arkwright Solutions. As for you, Van, it's been 2 years? I understand you've greatly improved your use of the stun caliber and your martial arts. Reset mentioned as much. As your former instructor, that fills me with great pride.
In that, we are agreed. Still, while we might be providing our services and your weapon, I believe the contract between us to be an equal one. I hope that we can continue our fine partnership, Mr. Arkwright. Information on our concierge is classified. However, if an approximate time frame will suffice, I suppose I can oblige. About a year ago. Still, I know she's in good hands with Associate Professor Archett. I also happen to bring some compatible parts that she can use, though I regret that Ms. Twinings will not be able to provide you with any more of her services for the time being. Well, I apologize for meddling in your affairs then. With that said, we must take our leave. We've negotiations with the Republican Army to attend to. As I mentioned during the conference, we've no intention of interfering in this crisis any more than is necessary. Fascinated though I am by what a genius can achieve through an obsession that knows no bounds.
There are a number of matters Abi and I disagree on. Whether you are suited to being a warrior is very much one of them. Still, I can only assume it was the guidance of the flames and Arusha that led you here. Battle is almost upon us, and I will be watching to see how you fare through it.
Fairy.
As much as I'd love to write him off as an arrogant asshole, just how tough is he?
I'd say he's one of the strongest Jaegers who ever lived.
Hello there.
I hope everything went well.
Thanks. Sounds like you pulled an all-nighter, huh?
Looks like Zeros is up and running again. Fortunately for us, the damage for him wasn't so bad. I just wish I could say the same about Reset. Putting her back to the way she was is going to take a while.
Please, don't be so downhearted. The first-rate care you've been giving me has stabilized my vitals a considerable amount.
I'm relieved to hear that.
Have you spoken to Mr. Thorndyke?
Did before coming here, yeah. He's as much of a questionable character as I was expecting. Their chief of security is the same old standoffish grump, too. You'd think it'd kill him to put on a smile.
That's just how they are, I'm afraid.
It's fine, you know. You don't need to force yourself to speak.
For what it's worth, her life isn't in any danger here. The artificial limbs that Mr. Thorndyke brought with him are compatible with her too. That's not to say you shouldn't take it easy. Anything that involves the nervous system is a heavy burden on the body. The best thing you can do for yourself right now is get lots and lots of rest.
I will. Thank you, though I truly am sorry for not being able to support you all when you need it most.
Don't sweat it. We can take things from here. Next time you wake up, you can bet we'll have good news to share.
I'll have to look forward to that, then.
Sorry, but... why? Why did you risk your life to save mine? No one should have to put themselves through something like this over someone like me.
It was because you were just so dazzlingly radiant in that moment, I suppose.
What?
You have so many people who care about you, and you care about them just as much in return. To someone who's lost her bonds, memories, and even body. This might be fundamentally different to what happened in Crossbell, but I still think that is our closest reference point. The orbital network and septium veins were used in the development of highly advanced technology then as well. Basel City also has both, making it the perfect environment to finish what they started.
On my way.